strong, nigga. Try me, you won't be going home, nigga. Cushy, nigga. Walk the corner like you smell strong, nigga. Gang shit, that's what I'm on.
He was the one on Tatooine who informed the Imperials that Luke and Obi-Wan and Han and the droids were there. He always got like a little gas masky thing on. So, yeah, this guy was just, he was annoying, I'm not gonna lie, because he just doesn't stand still. But that's the thing, these characters, they don't have to stand still. So he's getting a good old flame job from me, which is cool. He's just tough. See, I'm sure that there's plenty more things that I've got to learn in this game. There's so much more. And maybe there's a thing where I take less damage from knives. With the Elden Ring, there's a plethora of things to aid you from certain attacks. So, this is no different. It's the same bloody designers, And this guy has a pretty cool design, I don't know his story. I'm sure I read his description. I learned it. It's almost bird-like, I like birds. But it's pretty cool. Like flaming sword. When I played Dungeons and Dragons and I was a dungeon architect, I created a character. It was basically like a witch hunter. I can't remember his name. It was my second character. He was cool. I'll get back into dungeon architect. Anywho, I digest. Oh, that's funny. I need some more flame paper, eh? Flame on. It's a bloody long.
Look for me.
So okay, they're another hunter. Okay.
He's dead.
Oh sure. Aren't we all already dead anyways? Is that the thing? Are we dead, or is it not like the Souls games where? And look, in hindsight, I could have used my bloody Quicksilver bullets, my gun, but I didn't think of it, I didn't think. Because, this is the perfect opportunity to use that parries. He's so quick, man. What the hell? He's relentless. But again, it's like you're playing a player, So that's great. Oh, shit. A lot of blood. I'm close-ish to killing him, but again, he's got a lot of health. And I've got no more blood vials. I just thought I'll go for the last hurrah and see how I go, Yeah, that's right. I did try and shoot him, but then boom. And that's fine. And then, and I kind of had to look up where to go next, and it said to go here to the Unseen Village. And I'd been here before, but clearly not the whole way. I'd been out this way. I'd figured out the secret thing. I'd unlocked that door to my left. I killed these people in the past, and then I'd figured this bit out, and because I needed to go down here to get the key to go to the upper cathedral ward, right? So I'd been down that little shortcut, but I hadn't been over here. I didn't know that you could keep progressing down there. Fucking hell. It took me like so many runs going down here, and I think I was just lucky to get past this bit here with not getting blown by the alien, And I'm like, oh cool, I made it through here. Excellent. And I did not notice that save point there. I was just in bloody shock, panic mode, because I was being chased by Jack the Ripper there, So I thought I'll go as far as I can and escape all these deadites, and I just kept coming, and there's a big motherfucker there, and there's a dog chasing me, and Freddy Krueger, and man, it's crazy. I thought I'd open the door. There's a new place in here. I thought, cool, I'll go out there. And I'm pretty sure they stopped following me at this point, but I was still in panic mode. I thought, no, I've got to keep going. And there's one of those save point things, but it's on fire. But maybe it's just a different thing. Let's go and touch it. And then boom, I did. And I've got through so much of this, and it was so difficult. Oh, it sucked. And then I didn't record it, but I actually got through it eventually, and 20 more times, and pressed the save button. you know, the save thing. Anyway, and I actually use this blue elixir, whatever. Turns you invisible, and some of the characters like don't see you. And I actually found that a lot easier to get through that bit. They just didn't seem as aggro as they did previously. So shout out to the blue elixir. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, I did notice a difference in their aggros. Why am I going back and forth? Oh yeah, I'm trying to weigh up which way to go. Yeah. So down there and I go, okay, there's those three guys that spawn down there. I thought, okay, let's just go down that way and then go around and see how I go. And there's bloody dogs. Of course there's a dog. It's either dogs or birds that piss me off the most in these games. And it's because it's the animals. The animals are the most unpredictable creatures in anything really. You know, you can predict humans easy enough, but not animals, right? And then I run past that bit, and blue elixir. It doesn't do anything to these guys, but to the other fellas, it really seemed to help. I can't tell you why. It just is. And then I figured, okay, so you can't use that save point. It's kind of a bit munted. And what is this alien fella? It's all about aliens, man. Like Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And what does this thing say? Nightmarish rituals crave a newborn. Find one and silence its harrowing cry. Cool story, bro. And there's a couple of fellas down there. I noticed that there's a fella on the left. He looks familiar. And this fella in the middle looks naked. I don't know what his deal is. I think he's wearing a mask. So I didn't realise before that I have been here before. This is one of the other areas. This actually makes a lot of sense now, watching it now. This is why I can't teleport here, because when I changed, maybe when I did the moon thing, there's been a bunch of changes and you just can't access it. So that guy's a bit whoa, Jesus Christ. He's got a bloody machine gun. So they're following me, which is fine, I guess. Fuck. And then I go back to here and make sure I don't touch that flaming thing. There's a skull or something. And I go around here and fuck. Yeah, it really wasn't apparent to me until about now. I'm like, oh, I've been here. Yes, this area. Right. But it just seems the way to access it now is vastly different, you know? Maybe some of the doors are locked off. But yeah, you can't teleport into the jail area. And what the fuck is that? That's crazy shit. Fuck, and that guy with the helmet's still chasing me. Right? Yeah, because this bit before was blocked off. That door was locked. Well, this whole area in here is new. Fucking hell. There's all these, they're like save points, but they're all like on fire and don't really do anything. So, I'd love to be able to explore this area when I'm not being chased. Jesus, whatever the hell that was. And then, cutscene. So here, the one reborn. Now I don't have any summoners to help, per se. However, there may be one that I could activate in this boss arena, or outside it maybe. I'm not really too sure. When I played through the original Dark Souls, the first one, I defeated Gwyn on my own and then learned that you can summon someone, whether it's, the sun god, Solaire. But I never, even on my second playthrough, I got to Gwyn second playthrough on New Game Plus, but wasn't successful. But yeah, wasn't even able to summon Solaire there. I don't know why. Anywho, One Reborn. I wonder, I'm hoping this is like the second last boss, because it'd actually be really good to finish this game, And I can see already that this is possible. The run back is a pain in the ass, so I'm hoping that if I explore a bit more, I may be able to find something a bit closer. There is no sight of Maracai, so Maracai, whatever her name is. But hey, I mean, the run back for the last boss in Dark Souls 2, even though I didn't have to go through any enemies or anything, but it was painful. It took so long to fucking go down those stairs. Anywho, so in this fight, there's flames, there's shit going on everywhere. So I'm like just under half health, or just over half health of the second mob, So it's possible. Look at that, boom. Even without a summoner, I guarantee of course it's possible, So at this point I came back, and I wasn't being chased, thankfully. So I kind of took my time. But now, actually, thinking about it, yeah, I do know where a closer place is, thinking about it. It's funny how I had to rewatch my thing to remember where because, there's no maps in there, so you've got to think about, the different ways to get there. And it is actually cool. Like, as much as I'll shit on this game, there are some pretty cool functions and things. And look, am I still bored of this game? Kind of, but it's not a bad game. This Bloodborne is not a bad game. It's a bit broken in places. It doesn't make sense a lot of the time. It's probably just the aesthetics and how scary it is, because I'm a pussy and it's hard to play games that are really scary, and there's werewolves, there's screaming, there's shit everywhere. So yeah, it's not a bad game. And I stand by that. I've never called it a shitty game. I've said that I didn't like aspects of it, and then I was bored, and I'll stand by that. Anyway, I'm like, oh yeah, the smell elevator from the start of the Unseen Village. I thought, yay, that's the ultimate shortcut. So yeah, it turns out I don't need an extra place to get summoned. I can just use this, right? This is literally like a 30-second trek from the teleport, and I thought, yeah, cool, I'll just take this guy out and then get back to formula, and then boom, he fucks me. And I think that's the beauty, one of the beauties of these Souls games, Soulsborne, whatever, is that there can be this giant motherfucking boss, and he can take you out, or you can defeat him, but then one little minion enemy can do that, 3 little slashes, and then boom. Maybe I need extra health. Look at my health bar. It's pretty abysmal. But yeah, so you got to be on your toes the entire bloody way, right? Can't stop for nothing. Then I got Gaddy, right? Gun smoking Gaddy. I've encountered about maybe 10 Garys, and he's probably my favourite character. Gaddy. There's Gatling Gun Gary. There's I don't know, just Gary. So. Yeah, I need to get my blood echoes back. I figured, okay, maybe they're down the bottom. Just pull it out. It's in the bottom. So I had to go there, but I may have made a mistake and gone back up, which is fine. At least I saw that they're there. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's go for another ride. Doesn't take long. So, yeah. So tell me what you think of Bloodborne. There's a shortcut. A secret thing out there. What you think of Bloodborne, if you like Bloodborne, why you like it, if you don't like it. Be honest with me, it's not going to offend me or bother me like other people, but, yeah, so I killed that guy, and I got my blood echoes back, so I know that that's the area to go back. But I was curious. Like a cat, it can bloody well kill you. Curiosity? I thought, I want to try this little secret area. I want to go on the roof and see what's there, right? So I did. Went down the smell elevator. Boom, onto the roof. Oh, and I think someone just fell down as well, which is hilarious. I think he's still alive somehow. And I looked in here and I'm like, oh, this place is cool. And hey, here's the thumbnail, right? So I was checking that out, minding my own beeswax, thinking, oh, this is great. And then a bloody dog comes and interrupts me and puts me in full panic mode. and then his friend. Bloody hell. And I figured, oh, I should be fine to jump down there. Oh, shit bed. I jumped down there. And I think that's fine, it's fine. I'll just heal up. And I'll just go out here a bit. And then they just fucked me. Fuck. Anyway, this is Wookie signing out of this world. Like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.
You like a dog, ho. I just paid 300 cause they had no way. Gucci man just bought it with a fuck he painted dog. That shit was already hard, now he made it harder. Cali could just touchdown nigga and it fuck a little darker. Dog food bricks and cocaine, them not that little darker. Dark skin brick, I'm touching them with it and whipping away from the water. The tints on my shit, they're a little darker. Pouring no drink, nigga, my shit darker. The kush came in, this time a little darker. I'm whipping up a
Ghost of Yotei is shaping up to be an amazing sequel. We have some info from Sucker Punch on how the sequel will improve upon the already fantastic Ghost of Tsushima. And I have a really interesting new observation after going over the reveal trailer again, so let's get you up to speed. One aspect I think Ghost of Yotei can really improve over Tsushima is the open world side content. A cool idea, but they go pretty repetitive if you did all of them. And the same was kind of true for the bamboo challenges, the hot springs and the haikus. Devs are aware of this too, as they mentioned the following regarding the sequel. One challenge that comes with making an open world game is the repetitive nature of doing the same thing over again. We wanted to balance against that and find unique experiences. Fortunately, Iki Island already showed a ton of improvement in that department with the new animal shrines that included a flute minigame, while also adding some engaging new activities like the archery challenges and the memories of Jin's past. Considering the jump in quality from the base game to the DLC, I have high hopes that we'll see some varied and engaging side content in Ghost of Yotei, which is extra important considering there is now a much larger map to fill. I also think this bigger map will put a larger emphasis on traveling by horse, which is another mechanic that has some room for improvement. And while I still have a ton of questions about the sequel, one of my biggest requests has already been fulfilled, as it looks like we're getting a lot more weapons in Ghost of Yotei. In the first game, Jin only ever used his katana in melee combat, with a smaller tanto for assassinations. But Atsu has already shown she can dual-wield katanas, and we've seen her wield a kusarigama too. And while I'm still not entirely sure if this shot is Atsu as well, if it is, we can add a giant Nodachi blade to the list as well. Jin did have a suite of tools and ranged weapons available to him, and while we're only able to confirm a rifle for now, I'm guessing Atsu will have a variety of tools and ranged options at her disposal too. The one question I still have though is what this variety in weapons will mean for the stance system. Switching stances in the middle of combat to counter different enemy types took some getting used to, but it ended up being one of my favorite features in Ghost of Tsushima. Titles like Nioh and Rise of the Ronin also applied stances for their various weapon types, so maybe every weapon gets multiple. I just hope the stance system returns in some form, even if it only applies to your katana. And by the way,
YouTube music, by the way. Holy shit. Kametin Ghost of Tsushima combat. Holy shit, det här åtpat. Čemto parabrání, kámo. Team Ninja versus Ghost of Tsushima a normizmy chtějí říct, že Ghost of Tsushima má lepší combat než Assassin's Creed. Oh, holy shit.
Stances for their various weapon types. Well, Jin did have a suite of tools and ranged weapons available to him, and while we're only able to confirm a rifle for now, I'm guessing Atsu will have a variety of tools and ranged options at her disposal too. The one question I still have though is what this variety in weapons will mean for the stance system. Switching stances in the middle of combat to counter different enemy types took some getting used to, but it ended up being one of my favorite features in Ghost of Tsushima. Titles like Nioh and Rise of the Ronin also applied stances for their various weapon type, so
holy shit, kámo, tak moc lepší, prostě. WTF.
Maybe every weapon gets multiple. I just hope the stance system returns in some form, even if it only applies.
Holy shit. Ten Jin Sakai, kámo, úplně takový normí, prostě tam bojuje, prostě úplně normí, šel fightit prostě armádu, vole. OK, bro. You know. To je nejvíc výjeb na Ghost of Tsushima, že to nemá ten Team Ninja Combat, kámo. You know, to každý očekával, kámo, že ta hra bude mít úplně brutální kombat, prostě. A je to jakože brutální odpad. A nejvíc fakt na tom jsou ty normy, co úplně, you know, fakt tady ty normy, kámo, fakt nechápu, co to je, prostě. To je neuvěřitelný, prostě. What the fuck?
To your katana. And by the way, if you want, you can enter in our giveaway for the game by checking the link in the pinned comment. Just make sure you're a subscriber of the channel if you want to enter, and good luck if you do. Another thing I loved about the original is the guiding winds and the other ways in which the game naturally guided.
To byla jediná dobrá věc, kámo, ten vítr v Ghost of Tsushima, prostě jinak ta hra je absolutní odpad, prostě. Fakt jakože odpad, no, ale jako prostě ujde, no, na první hru, prostě open world, víš co, Assassin's Creed Origins je taky odpad, víš co, you know. Ten Ghost of the by měl být mnohem lepší, no. Ale jako zase na druhou stranu, kámo, nevím, no. Ten Sucker Punch je fakt tragický, jak svině. You know, oni byli dobrý, když to dělali sláje, kámo. A pak se mi zdá, že většina lidí odešla, prostě ty, co dělali sláje, ty jako lepší lidi. Prostě udělali nějaký věci na Infamous, you know. A pak to jako by skončilo, no. Pak jako Sucker Punch absolutně umřel, prostě. You know. To Infamous je zajímavý, no, ale prostě, nevím, no, kámo, jestli prostě čekali na PS5. Na PS5 Pro, ale těžko říct, no. To PS4 přece jenom odpad, kámo, přece jenom na tom prostě nerozjedeš ty PS3, ty PS3 věci, no. No. Ale zase na druhou stranu, kámo, když se prostě páš na ten Team Ninja, ale prostě tu grafiku mají fakt jako hodně odpad, doslova, že PSP grafika skoro, ale. Ale jak jde, no, ono to vypadá hrozně divně, kámo, zároveň to vypadá dobře, protože nevím, no, co ty grafiky, úplně bullshit. A jenom tím chci říct prostě, že ten Ghost má fakt odpad kombat, kámo. Jo, proti ostatním Sucker Punch hrám. Ghost of Tsushima má kombat styl, že kámo, doslova jako bez lajků per kombat, víš co, akorát je to odpad, prostě. A zároveň to není ani na levelu s lajkou pro gameplay. Holy shit. Jo, no, úplně odpad. Fakt ten Ghost je tak špatný, kámo. Jo, no. To je fakt neuvěřitelný, jak moc špatný je Ghost of Tsushima, kámo. Holy shit.
To explore. Ghost of Tsushima of.
Fakt jako legit se, kámo, divím, že ta hra nebyla úplně absolutní tragédie, protože co na tom ty normies viděli, kámo, na tom Ghost of Tsushima. Tam není žádná story, kámo, ta grafika je odpad, open world odpad, gameplay odpad, story, nevím, jestli jsem říkal odpad. Nevím, no, kámo. Jako nějaký dobrý mise tam jsou, no, ale nejsou to jako žádný dobrý mise, protože že by to bylo nějak zajímavý, no. A zase jako to Assassin's Creed tam taky nic takového nemá, no, kámo, ale ty vole, fakt v tom Ghost of Tsushima je to fakt, že odpad. Tam prostě je úplně všechno odpad. A v té hře fakt není jediná dobrá věc. No, to kopnutí, kámo, no, jako on ten kombat vlastně není tak hrozný, no, když odemkneš všechny ty bullshity, tak to jako ujde, ale i tak je to odpad, no. Jako, ale když jsme viděli tady ten gameplay, kámo, co tam týpek ukazoval, ale že tak ty pečo, tak ten byl špatný, víš co. Já to furt nemění na tom, že to odpad, no, kámo. To je prostě problém. Fakt, kámo, ten Jinsaka je úplně, že traget. kdyby se třeba zlepšil, víš co, skrz tu hru, kámo, ale on je doslova fakt traget. Jak říkám, no, co lepší tím vylepšením toho kombatu, to je tak vše, no. Je to fakt špatný, no. Kdokoliv říká, že Ghost of Tsushima je dobrý, kámo, tak je úplně dement. Fakt jako Ghost of Tsushima je pík špatnost. Fakt jako hodně špatný. Mně se zdá, že tyhle tam ke konci hry odemkneš nějaký skill. Nevím, asi úplně ne. Nevím. A prostě mi naskočilo do hlavy úplně, že ten závěrečný boss fight s tím týpkem, víš to, ale jenom jsem asi chtěl říct, že ne, že jako boss fight, ale jako gameplayově, to je to, co by ta hra měla být, prostě, you know, a.k.a. Sly Cooper, prostě. Ale ta hra prostě není Sly Cooper, kámo, ta hra je nějaká vyblitá mrtka. Ghost of Tsushima je, že fakt odpad. Ale si to je fakt, že odpad, kámo. Když jsme baví ty scripted mise, kámo, úplně třeba v tom hradu, taková ta stealth mise, kdy tam jdeš do hradu, vole, toho losera. A to je úplně, že nejhorší mise, co jsem v životě viděl. V životě jsem neviděl horší mise, kámo. Možná něco v AC Unity, ok, ale kámo, holy shit. To je tak špatný. Fakt Ghost of Tsushima, kámo, je tak 4 z 10 hrá, prostě. Max. A to je jako fakt hodně přeháníš, prostě. No, fakt jako špatný, no. Ale jako nevím, no. Možná 5 z 10, no. To je tak šáva. To je tak špatný, prostě, kámo, jestli ten Ghost 2 bude stejně špatný, holy shit. Kámo, doufám, že Ghost 2 bude ne, že stejně dobré jako Horizon 2 oproti Horizon 1, ale úplně, že dimenze napřed, protože ten Ghost of Tsushima 1 je tak špatný, že holy shit. To pokud nebude dimenze napřed, tak to ani nemá význam dělat tu hru, protože no, teď když normies úplně, že on tam není normies, akaj. Tak to úplně, to bude bída, víš, to nekoupí. Holy shit, kámo, jestli ta hra bude špatná, prostě tak to bude hodně fane, protože fakt jako nechápu. To fakt nejde, aby ta hra byla špatná, kámo. Ale je dost možný, že bude, jako není to na PS4, víš co. Ale jako PS4 to byla výmluva, protože kámo, ten Ghost of Tsushima je tak špatný. Holy shit, 7 let combat by the way, holy shit. Řekl bych, že kdyby se 7 let dotýkali trávy, nebo aspoň jednou za těch 7 let šli dotknout trávy, kámo, tak by 7 let nedělali odpad combat, který je tragický jako svině. Fakt, kámo, jak je to možný, že ty normies mají rádi Ghost of Tsushima. Oni zase byli vymaštěný, ne, od nějakých normies na online, vole. Jim řeklo, to je hrozně dobrý, vole. A teď jim ty stejný normies říkají, to dvojka, to je špatný, protože to volk, ne, protože by ta hra byla odpad, víš to, ale protože hovna. Ne, ale zase na druhou stranu mě baví ty lidi, kámo, co popírají, že to není volk, víš to, nebo nějaký hry, víš to, ne přímo Ghost, vole. To je fakt jako, že odpad ten Ghost, holy shit. Jako ještě, aby to nebylo, když je to z fucking Ameriky, banda košťat, prostě, ty se divíš, víš co, to by nejzbaví na těch ale jako nedivím se, no kámo, je to bullshit. A fakt to je úplně bullshit, to nemá význam vysvětlovat, protože mě to nebaví, protože je to fakt bullshit.
Course had no minimap, which meant that you had to rely on environmental clues to find hidden collectibles and side missions. Sucker Punch has been in the past, so I'm expecting them to be a free edition post-launch at the very worst. And while it's a bit of a smaller complaint, I would like to see some improvement in the upgrade department, specifically when it comes to weapons. I loved how armor upgrades changed the look of a gear set and gradually increased the power of the perks, and the charm system was also pretty good. Some charms were clearly better than others though, and I'd also argue that the coolest ones were
of non-player characters that always seem to have some words of encouragement. In this way, it differs immensely from Depression. Dark Souls flex the world with characters for you to meet, each with their own backstory and reason for being in lore.
Willingness to do anything pretty much their whole lives, made and
Asked Margit?
and played every day until they
What? What the fuck? I'm listening for that visual. What the fuck?